Hello again. Welcome back to my channel. I am T of Tea Tree, and today I am doing oh my goodness, my words. I am doing the June message for the Virgo signs, and this can apply if you have a sun, moon, rising, Venus. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and yeah, let's get right into it. So I already pulled the oracle cards. You've got the oak, which says, don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. This is what it looks like. All right, and then you also received inner power. Let it be known, no will or desire is more powerful than I, embodied. Some of my favorite cards in the deck. Honestly, just by this alone, I can guarantee that us Virgos, because I am a Virgo moon, us Virgos are probably more in our head and disbelieving of our own power. Maybe you are consciously putting your power and your authority in the power over your life and your decisions with somebody else, and you need to realize and come back within yourself that the power of your life lies within, and you can create your life any way that you want. But that starts with being silent and tuning into what you want and grounding yourself. A great meditation practice that I like to do is imagining yourself being rooted down into the earth, much like the way this tree looks like. So I just feel more connected with the earth, I get more grounded, and I just sit in silence to really kind of let my thoughts roam, but also not get too attached to any of them. And that's how I get more grounded, get more clarity, and like how I'm feeling, what I'm feeling. And along with the inner power thing, you definitely do have to make sure that the way that you come out into the world, the way that you present yourself into the world, is your most authentic self. If you are out here people pleasing and doing everything for everyone else and allowing anyone else to dictate how your life is supposed to be and how it's supposed to look like, then you are giving away your power, and your power is on the inside. And this also will help with manifestation as well. If you believe that your power is elsewhere and that you have no power, you're powerless to change your life, and you're just letting things happen the way they happen because you believe you don't have any power to change the way things are going, then you aren't living in your truth. You are not expressing your own power, and you're probably not living authentically. And I think Spirit is telling you it's time to stop playing the victim of your life and start playing the hero of your life. Yeah, just based off those two cards by itself, that's part of the message. But all right, let's do some tarot and see what else I can say about this situation here. All right, Spirit. If you like these cards, by the way, this is the Oracle deck that I used, Seasons of the Witch, Beltane Oracle by Lorianne Anderson and Juliet Diaz. Very beautiful cards. All right, what else can you tell me, Spirit, for the Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign? Oh yeah. All right. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Temperance card. So Virgos, you are out of balance. Yes, you are out of balance. It feels like you are... Okay, so let me back up. Let me tell you the cards that I received first of all. The first cards that came out were Knight of Cups in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. You got that in reverse. And then you got the Three of Wands in reverse as well. This is what it looks like up top. Three of Wands in reverse as well. I believe Spirit's definitely telling you it's time to tune into yourself, to develop what path you want to go down and make more choices rooted in your own happiness, in your own vision. And I think you need to take time to really develop what it is you truly like. You know, if you've ever caught yourself kind of listening to music or doing partaking in some art or some fashion choices that you feel like you personally wouldn't like, but maybe somebody around you would like, and you tend to make those decisions quite often. I think Spirit's telling you to stop doing that and to kind of figure out what your own voice is and to present authentically, which means wear the clothes that you would like, even if you feel like nobody else in your circle would like it. You know, say what you mean to say, express your feelings as well authentically, because that's also part of being seen, is expressing yourself, whether you feel like it's a small deal or a big deal or whatever. But yeah, Spirit's definitely asking you to pause here, because I also feel like you've come into this point of your life where you don't feel like your work has paid off. I think you may have also gotten some, or maybe you're taking time to connect with your inner child. Maybe you're started to listen to the music that you listened to as a kid, or maybe you're the freaking city bus, man. Anyway, so maybe you're taking time to enjoy some movies that you used to love or some music that you used to love, and that's very good. I think if you continue to follow in that feeling and continue to connect with your inner child, you'll realize that there are some things that maybe you had wished you had done differently, and then maybe you'll start doing things the way that you truly feel. And I think that'll help you feel more connected and happy in your life, because right now you also have the 6 of Wands in reverse and the 5 of Cups in reverse. So they look like a braid. Oh, there we go. But anyway, I think you're ready to come out of this era of your life where you feel like everything's really bland, where you feel like nothing's paying off, you feel like every day is the same. Maybe you feel like you're living a life that you feel like you're supposed to be living, like, but you don't have any joy, you don't have any fun, you feel like your life is for others. You ever feel like you work so much that you live at work and everything you do is for work, and maybe you're the boss or the manager and you just go ahead and you do every single department and every job and yada yada. You know, maybe it's time to just stay at home. Maybe it's time to connect with who you feel like, or take a nap, connect with your inner child and do the things that you used to love, like drawing. Maybe you like to watch movies. You know, there's just a whole bunch of other things. But Virgos, I feel like in order to live in your truth, you have to truly know who you are, and the way that you can figure that out is to take the time to find your inner child. Maybe you grew up feeling very parentified. I feel like that's a lot of case with Virgo placements. We were very much relied on to make the scheduling, get everybody organized. Maybe we had to help take care of the siblings. And at this moment in time, maybe you feel like you haven't had the chance to have a childhood, and that's another thing that you could be experiencing right now. Maybe your life is dull and you feel upset because you feel like you were parentified as a kid and you didn't get to experience all the childhood memories or all the childhood stuff that you're supposed to do, like running away or breaking up and doing all this crazy stuff in high school. You know, maybe you feel like you didn't get to do that because you felt the need to be so perfect all of the time, and you felt the need to be there and be reliable, and you were the one that everybody could call if something went wrong. I think Spirit right now is just telling you to focus on you and to actually give yourself that childhood. I know that sounds kind of crazy, especially if you're over the age of like 25, but you can give yourself that kind of childhood that you want. You can watch the movies, you can pick up the drawing skill if that's what you wanted to do as a kid, you can go shoot paintballs if that's what you want to do. You know, just find a way to connect to your inner child, because I feel like through your emotions and through your joy is where you feel you will find the answer to where you want your life to be, or life to head down the way you want to envision a better life for yourself, but you want to do it through your joy. And the only way that you're actually going to be able to do that is to connect with the inner child that you maybe have been neglecting. Maybe not. Okay, let's see, anything else for the Virgos? This is for me too. I'm a Virgo moon, if I haven't said that already. Anything else, Spirit? Or any advice? Ooh. Oh yeah, the results that you want, I want to say, will come after you finally take action. I don't know in what area of life this is referring to. This could be in your relationships, your career, your friendships, maybe just your daily life, maybe just the way you dress. But things will take a turn, for one, in divine timing, which I know a lot of Virgos probably don't like to hear that because you want it fixed right now. But you have to give yourself time to let things fix it on their own. Allow yourself time to heal your inner child, allow yourself time to connect to your inner child, find what makes you happy, and kind of just be more consistent with it. Make yourself a priority is what I feel like you should do, and take more pride and take more action into taking care of yourself more than taking care of others. And I think that would be a message from your inner child, especially if you felt like you had to grow up and take care of everybody else. Like right now in this era, you should be taking care of you and doing what makes you happy. And if you feel like you've been stuck in a rut, if you feel like you've been stuck in this boring routine, I feel like you're coming out of that. On the flip side, I feel like if you have been, really up top, I'm only saying this because the Wheel of Fortune, what's good must come back down, what's down must come up, right? So if you feel like you haven't experienced this, maybe you will experience a situation that kind of pushes you towards your inner child. That could be good, it could be bad. I don't mean like bad, like, oh my god, something scary. I mean bad is like, it's probably gonna hurt your feelings, probably bring out a trauma or a trigger that you have, but it's very much easy to take the time to heal that and to adapt in the way that you need, and to give yourself those healing coping mechanisms. I cannot talk today, y'all. I'm so sorry. Those healing coping mechanisms to develop in your older life, so that you can heal the inner child from within and use the coping mechanisms that you should have had back then. Ooh, words. Okay. All right, Spirit, any more advice for the Virgos? Any more advice for the Virgos? Going into June, or for June. Any more for the Virgos? In the time that it takes for you to connect with your inner child, maybe you pick up a new creative hobby, give yourself time to be bad at it without beating yourself up. I got the reverse 5 of Swords, which when I pull it can mean like I'm being hurtful to myself, I'm saying words that are hurtful to myself. But you also got the 5 of Wands, which is like high frustration, high irritation. So if you feel irritated going into a new hobby, like say you pick up crocheting or something, allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to kind of suck at it for a while. Don't just drop it and go back into overworking yourself or throwing yourself back into your schoolwork or anything. Give yourself time to be bad. Just enjoy the flow of creativity and the way it feels within you. All right. What's a good message for June? Something good that we can leave off on. Oh, okay. Knight of Cups, confidence. On the bright side, Virgos, I feel like whatever situation has pushed you towards connecting within yourself and your inner child will bring about a lot of abundance for you. You've got the Sun card that came out. You got the 9 of Cups that came out. And then you also got the King of Cups, which is really cool because I feel like us Virgos probably don't know how to express ourselves in the best way. Maybe we have a little bit more of a harsher tongue. Maybe we say things more on the logical side. And I feel like in this era of life, you're going to learn how to connect with emotions more and kind of connect with others more and learn how to communicate with them as well and how to connect. And I think in doing so, like, you will become a more understanding and sympathetic person. So people will want to be around you more and gravitate towards you a lot more. And in doing that, you will experience more luck and abundance in the way that you want. I feel like your dream right now may be to experience real connections with people that see you, and you could be wanting to just experience a way of life that you haven't experienced before. And I feel like that will come to you with being honest with yourself and being authentic, and then presenting that way and allowing your authentic self to be seen. People can't love your authentic self if you don't show them who it is and stand 10 toes on who that person is. You know, you have to be confident in yourself, and you have to just love yourself more than, honestly, than you love others. You have to love yourself. You have to focus on your own issues and not everybody else. And I know that's scary, but everybody has to do it at some point. In order to grow, in order to be the people that we want to be, our higher selves tell us to sit down and connect with our inner children. And that's not fun. But other things are fun. Other things are fun. And you know, you don't have to make your whole entire personality healing. Just give yourself some time to, like, cry if you need to cry. Buy yourself something that your inner child might have wanted. It's okay. Everybody has to do shadow work and inner child healing. So good luck on your adventures, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, drop a like or a comment down below. And yeah, much love. Bye.